In a world where fairways meet the airwaves, where birdies and banker collide, welcome to the show that takes you beyond the clubhouse and onto the green. This is Balls and Tees, your passport to the golfing universe, where every swing tells a story and every putt has its punchline. Get ready to step onto the last greens and dive into the world of divots, drives, and delightful banter.
Hey guys, so I'm out here at Johannesburg, Melrose Arch. I am at One Golf. I've been hearing a lot of people saying, listen, Tony, we always see you indoors, you're always calling people, but this is an opportunity for me to come out to Johannesburg and come to an actual golf shop where they sell apparel and equipment. Eli.
Mr. Tony, how are you doing, my brother?
All good.
Good. Welcome to my store.
Proper. I have to say it's beautiful, man. I like the entrance, like it's so seamless. It's quite open.
You know, we wanted to create a warm environment where people, as you can see, they come, they can have a cup of coffee, they can start their day off in a golf store.
Awesome stuff.
Look at what we have and start their day from there.
You don't want them to just pitch in and just shoot out immediately, right?
You know, one thing we've tried to create in my store is a community, right? So there's a lot of similar faces that come in every morning for a cup of coffee. If it's to watch the players or just chat about the weekend's golf, or just about life in general, we want to create a family here at One Golf.
Nah, awesome stuff. Would you mind just taking me through small tour of your store? Because I've already identified a few items that I feel like, okay, this is my type of stuff. Right, so what
firstly, first and foremost, right behind you there, we've got the Naked coffee shop.
Okay.
As you can see, I'm drinking my naked cup of coffee. This is how I start my day every morning.
100%.
With a slice of banana bread and some Naked coffee. So we do really good coffee. We're going to start doing sandwiches and snacks from next week. Again, it adds to the whole friendly environment. We want to create this as a place for people to come and chill and, you know, chat about golf, etc.
Speaking about creating an ambience that allows people to actually relax and chat about every single thing. I like the music. That's
basically what it's about. You can feel the vibe in the store.
Yeah, there's a lot of energy. I mean, it's buzzing, as you can hear in the background. People are just chilling. They conversating about whatever it is, whether it's business, whether it's what happened over the weekend. But I like the fact that, like you said, it's not just about shopping. It's about people forming a community. And like you said, familiar faces that come through every day. That's what you want as business.
100%. Retail has also changed. You know, retail nowadays is mostly online.
100%.
So you've got to give your customer and your consumer a reason to come to the store. You've got to give them more of an experience than just buying your product.
That's true.
Anyhow, on to the exciting stuff. So we've got a very unique store where, like I said on our interview, in the first interview, we do premium golf clothing. We do a whole bunch of secondhand, which I'll show you, and we do custom fitting for new clubs. On the new clothing, this is the one section of our new clothing. I'll show you a few of the brands that we have. We've got brands like Grayson. We've got McCade, which I love, which comes from Sweden.
Beautiful stuff.
We've got some Golden Green. We've got a beautiful South African brand here called Itu. This is from that power woman that I was discussing. She makes amazing prints. She's got an incredible foundation behind her as well. So for every shirt that you purchase, you know, it gives her extra strength to help all of those kids which she's helping.
That's beautiful, man.
She really does a very good job. Other brands that we have is Lindeberg. We've got some Melbourne even. I don't know if you guys have seen Mr. Jason Day wearing the bucket caps. So we're the only store in South Africa with Melbourne.
It's nice, man.
Very unique stuff. I mean, there's no other golf shop either in South Africa that has black clover shirts. So the black clover shirts, we're the only ones with black clover shirts.
Awesome stuff.
So we try to keep it exclusive on the clothing. We try to cater for the stylish guy, you know, the guy who wants to look different on the course, wear premium clothing and find stuff that he's not going to find at any other golf store.
100%.
And all of these brands here, I mean, like right behind you, we've got a collab here with Lyle and Scott and Birds of Condor. This is stuff that was limited in the world.
Now I can imagine myself in this one.
100%.
I like the feel.
You know, it's unique stuff. This is a golf shirt that can double up as a going out shirt.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
A bit more stylish than just your average normal Nike, Adidas, Under Armour golf shirt.
So it's not very traditional. Like you said, it's very fashionable.
Very fashionable.
You can rock it in different ways.
100%.
Okay.
Coming through this way, I mean, obviously we got golf balls, accessories, you know, we got some of your latest tech in terms of rangefinders, got the whole Garmin range.
Yeah.
We've got accessories, we've got some, I see all the Melbourne accessories are sold, but we try to keep, you know, all the latest trendy gadgets here in the
100%.
store. I mean, one of the best ones that we have, which I actually see is not on display because it's probably sold.
The Ball of Champions, I see you've got it here.
Hold on, we do. So this is an unbelievable rangefinder, but I don't think we have any stock left. I think we must have sold out over the weekend.
That's proper. That's all we need to hear. As long as you're selling, then I'm excited.
You know, different stuff like this. I really try and bring all the limited stuff, all the stuff that you're not going to get at other golf stores.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give people a reason to come to the store.
100%. 100%.
We've got another clothing section over here.
Oh.
You know, emphasis again on the clothing, right? I want to really make this a one-stop shop for someone who's looking for fashionable golf clothing.
And to look unique as well.
100%. You shouldn't have to go anywhere else because we've got it all here.
Yeah.
A few other brands that we have in the store. We've got Psycho Bunny. That's a brand that I doubt you're going to find in any golf store in South Africa either.
Woo.
I mean, it's got the little bunny there with the 2X, with the two bones across. We've got some Travis Matthews, we've got some FootJoy, some G4. Yeah. You know, like really trendy brands, really, I mean, brands that you're not going to find anywhere. And the quality of the pieces show. So, you know, when you pick up a garment, you can see you're buying proper stuff.
100%. Listen, Ellie, I would like us to make a deal, right? I'm going to come and camp in your store because I think I'm in love. And I like the way it flows.
With pleasure,
I actually thought that, okay, that's just the only section where the clothing is. But to actually see all of this, and I really love what I'm seeing.
A nice dress-up shirt for after the round.
100%. This is beautiful, man. It's beautiful. You guys are doing
different stuff. You know, you can kind of get the feel that we're not your normal golf store.
Yeah.
We're not your normal big box golf retailer. Golf boutique. However, even though we've managed to do all this premium clothing, you'll see just now when I show you the second-hand, we focus on second-hand. Because second-hand is where the South African market's at.
100%.
Right? Like we spoke on the phone, how many guys can afford to buy a set for 70,000 Rand or 100,000 Rand?
It's a lot of money.
You've got to cater to the people. You've got to try and provide a value where the other big box retailers are not.
That's true.
Where they're very limited on second-hand, we're very second-hand focused.
No, I like that. I like the concept because, in all honesty, like you said, the South African market, to actually fork out 70K.
It's a lot of money.
In these tough economic times.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. So
a lot of money.
The fact that you're actually catering for that market and also saying, guys, for as much as you're using second-hand clubs, you need to look sophisticated. You need to look like a real boss out there.
100%. We still do have shirts that, you know, more entry-level shirts, like these basic shirts over here, your Nike shirts for 1,000 odd Rand.
Yeah.
The reason why we went the more sophisticated, trendy route is because we wanted to provide a different value. We wanted, nobody does this, right? And we've really done our best to try to be different and give you a reason to come to this golf shop and not to another golf shop.
100%.
Because we're different.
And you know, if anything, the touch of the coffee shop.
The coffee shop makes the store. The coffee shop just brings
actually have a coffee shop.
Coffee shop just brings a vibe to the store. You know, different people are here throughout the whole day. I mean, you saw how busy the coffee shop was this morning. We start at 7 o'clock in the morning. There's a whole bunch of office parks here. They all come have coffee. They come hit a few putts, maybe buy a cap whilst they're at it. But it definitely brings a warm family energy to the store.
A beautiful experience indeed, I have to say. Awesome stuff. Anyway, let me leave it to you.
Come on through, guys. So right behind you, we've got two new club sections. Here we've got, all of your latest new equipment on the market.
Yeah.
We've got your new Titleist, your GTs. We've got your Zexios over here. We've got some very unique clubs in Bettinardi irons.
Oh.
Which is also, it's something that you're not going to find anywhere else.
Hundreds.
It's pretty exclusive. Got your new TaylorMades behind you.
Okay.
The new P790s over here. So we cater for all the new stuff that comes out. We up to date. We've got stock of all the new stuff. So we kind of cater to everyone.
So let me just ask you a quick question, right? For someone like myself whose golf is actually in the trenches at the moment, if I was to walk in here and be like, yo, Eli, I need something that's going to make me improve my game, right? Let me move from double-digit handicap to a single-digit handicap. Which one would you say, looking at the section, which one would you say, okay, this would be most suitable to you?
So the first thing that I'd say to you, have you been fit? It's very crucial to get your clubs properly fitted to you, right? Just because you're high handicap, it doesn't mean you can't hit the golf ball.
Yeah.
You might not be able to chip and putt, but you can smash the golf ball.
Yeah.
So the first thing I'll do is I'd recommend a fitting where we can kind of figure out the best shaft for you.
Yeah.
The shaft is a huge factor in the club. Figure out your right lie angles.
Yeah.
If you're pulling it left or if you're pushing it right, maybe you're not holding the club right, we can adjust the lie for you.
Hundreds.
Get the right grip size, also very crucial. And all these things are going to make a difference to your final results.
Okay.
And they're going to make you more consistent, and hopefully that will bring down your handicap.
Okay. I think that's something that I actually ignored for the longest of time, to say, okay, as long as the length is fine, the weight is fine, I'm good to go. But I like the fact that you're mentioning the grip, you're mentioning the length, you're mentioning the shaft.
Angles, the weight, the head shape.
Yeah.
There's so many different factors that you've got to take into account to find the perfect club for you.
Okay. No, awesome. So one day I'll probably be a good golfer like yourself.
Well, I don't know if I would call myself a good golfer.
No, but I believe you're a proper golfer. I believe you're a proper golfer.
We try.
Yeah.
I just see something here that's very interesting. This is probably the only one, or one of very few in South Africa. We've got a Kith TaylorMade wedge, right?
Sure,
so again, it's stuff that's super exclusive. Kith is a massive clothing brand in the US. They did a collab with TaylorMade. I want you to get a close up here on the shaft. You can see there's Kith on the dynamic tour shaft. Again, we're trying to keep it different. We're trying to keep it exclusive.
So, wow.
It's really, it's
I like the weight on it.
It's stuff that you're not going to find anywhere.
So in essence, what you're trying to do is to make sure that people need to come here.
You're different.
Yeah.
Exactly.
100%.
If you want different when it comes to clothing and new equipment, we've got it.
Awesome.
And then at the same time, like I said, we cater for secondhand.
Yeah, 100%.
Come on through, gents.
Let's see what you have here.
Before we get to the secondhand, we've got a really cool putter selection. If we make it to my office, I'll show you some of the limited putters that I keep at the back.
Yeah.
But again, we've got all the latest putters. We've got a mad range of secondhand putters.
Okay.
All your new Scotty Camerons, the new Odysseys. We've got lab putters.
Yeah.
We basically got it all when it comes to.
And I mean, the fact that, you know what I like? You made it very convenient to say, if you want to test out a putter, here's the putting green right where they are. So they don't have to move around. People don't have to move around. They just come here, you know that your putter is here. You start putting, testing it here.
Another cool thing, you know how throughout the whole interview, I've been saying we've been trying to be different.
Yeah.
If you haven't noticed, our putting green is blue.
Yeah.
And there's a difference for that. There's a reason for that, right? So again, we want to be different. We want to be exciting. Have you ever walked into a golf shop and seen a blue putting green?
It's always green.
It's always green, exactly.
So it actually doesn't warrant us to call it a putting green. We need to call
putting
it
mat. A blue putting mat. Exactly.
awesome stuff.
Then behind us, we've got secondhand.
Okay.
So we've got probably the biggest range of secondhand clubs in South Africa out of a golf retail store.
Yeah.
As you can see, we've got hundreds of irons on the walls.
So
We've got a whole bunch of fairways.
Yeah.
I mean, we've basically got it all. You know, we've got all your different Titleists. We've got all the Callaways. This is a model that came out 2 or 3 years ago, the Maverick. We've got the model just before that, the Epic. We've got the Rogue, which came just after the Maverick. So, you know, we've got such an extensive range of secondhand. We can really cater for any club you're looking for. And also, it comes in at a much more affordable price point than buying new.
100%.
New is very expensive.
And you know, for as much as you're keeping secondhand, I like the fact that you're trying to keep it as recent as possible instead of like old clubs. Like you explained with the Rogue, the Maverick.
Correct.
Yeah.
Look, we do have a few relics up here. We've got some old Clevelands and we've got some old Strixons. But even for the golfer who's got a 2 or 3 grand budget, he wants to get into the game, he doesn't really have much money, he's not really sure, he just needs something to go and hit with at the range. Even he can walk in here, and for example, we've got an old Strixon wood here, we're selling this for 300 rand.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's
you know, we can kind of make a plan for everyone.
That's true. And I like that because in essence, people have the ideology that golf is expensive, especially people who haven't played it.
100%.
Yeah, so
and that's the furthest from the truth. You know, if anything, golf hasn't been this accessible ever.
That's true.
You know, you can get really good deals for golf on the weekend. You can, as you can see, you can find a cheap set of second-hand clubs. You can make it happen. If you want to play, you can get into the game.
You can get into the game, and then you can adjust to it as time goes by. The more you improve, I believe that
you can slowly upgrade your set as you go.
I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here every week.
I missed something very interesting, which I actually never mentioned. But if you pan to the top of the coffee shop, you'll see we've got all these limited edition golf bags. You know, like
I'm actually looking at that tailor-made one, the multicolored tailor-made one. Ooh.
So that tailor-made one, I mean, you can't see it from this angle, but it's actually got Rory's signature from that major.
Wow.
Which is pretty cool, which makes it like, again, exclusive, a cool piece to keep in your house. You ain't gonna find something like that in any other golf store.
Oh, Ellie, you're hard at work, eh?
We try. All right, coming through again, we got another whole new club section. We've got a few more exclusive clubs if you want to see, like black Mizunos. We've got, this is actually a super limited set. So
Cobras.
Not just any Cobras. I'm not sure how many of these there were in the world, but if I'm not mistaken, there was about 100 sets. As you can see, as you can see, it says limited. This is the Cobra 3Ds. Right, so you know, Bryson kind of got into this whole 3D tech story. Cobra also made their own set of 3D printed irons.
All right.
Very unique. First big manufacturer that's done something like this. And again, I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's about 100 sets in the world.
And you've got one in your store.
And we've got one in the store.
So it's either you go all in on, or you don't go in at all.
We've got everything, you know, for the golfer who really wants to find these unique pieces, we've got them. For the golfer who wants to get into the game for a set of 2,000-3,000 rand, we've got you as well.
Okay. No,
we're trying to kind of cater for everyone.
I like what you guys have done here, and like I said, this will be my new home.
Welcome. You're always welcome. You're always welcome.
No, 100%.
Just behind you over here, and this is something I'm pretty proud of.
Ooh.
Is the Premier, so I'm mad for Premier golf shoes, right? And for me, the classic style, I love the classic style. And I made sure we've got probably the most extensive range of Premiers in South Africa. There's not any store that has this many variances in the Premier. I mean, these are like, again, limited edition Premiers. You're not going to find that in many golf stores. Again, limited edition Premiers.
I wouldn't want to play in this. I wouldn't want to play in this. Like, honestly, I'll just keep it.
But you know, again, on the shoe selection, I've tried to go very stylish. Big range of FootJoys, big range of G4s. You can never not have Jordans in the store.
You need that.
Jordans is just a classic shoe. It can double up as anything.
Yeah.
Again, stuff that you're not going to really find anywhere. The Echo Lindeberg collab. I mean, that's been discontinued, but you know, it's stuff that you're not going to find in your average golf store. Even on the shoes, we've got Jordan 6s here. Jordan 6s, retros.
Wait. You guys have to.
How mad is that, eh?
This. You guys really have to catch this. I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing. These are Jordans, golf shoes, by the way. Not for basketball.
Not for basketball.
Okay.
You're getting the vibe of the store, right?
Now this is dope. I like this. Really?
Different stuff.
I'm gonna bring my mattress. I think I'll be
with pleasure.
Ooh.
We've got some pretty cool caps. I mean, like, I love your McCade. I love the Lindeberg. You know, a really big cap selection to shut your face.
Okay.
A really cool cap selection to match the clothes that we have in the store.
100%.
This is our trade-in counter. It's looking a bit of a mess at the moment, so we do apologize.
No, it's business.
You trade in your clubs here.
Okay.
To the exciting part of the store, we've got 2 full simulator bays over here.
Ooh.
This is the whole custom fitting section.
Okay.
Where if you can video over here, you'll see we've got all the different heads. We've got pings, your latest.
Okay.
We've got your latest Callaways, the Elites, which are very popular at the moment. We've got your latest Cobras.
Yeah.
The new Eliaz Hadad. All the different shafts. So we've got some tour spec shafts, we've got some tour ADs, which is, you know, not the average stuff you're going to find.
Yeah.
The Ventus Velocors. This is what Rory McIlroy currently has in his woods.
Hey, you mean business, eh?
We mean business. We've got 2 proper simulators. So we've got 1 GC quad.
Okay.
And then we've just bought this new Garmin. Both very accurate. They spew all the information.
I hope you're going to demonstrate something for us, if possible.
We can. We definitely can.
Not me, you.
So, I'll show you what we got here. Hello, boys.
Okay.
Hello, Kev. Got a club here.
Gentlemen, good on yourself.
Is one of my favorite clubs to practice with. It's called the PSP Golf, right?
Yeah.
As you can see, it's extremely small.
That's very small.
Extremely
very small head.
But if you can hit this thing, you can hit anything.
Okay.
So if I ever do get the chance to hit 1 or 2 balls in the bay, this is what I'm practicing.
What you probably use. Wow, this is quite different because now I would think that if you can hit this, like you said, you will hit your sweet spot on your club.
100%.
99% of the time, you'll probably.
If you can hit this club and you can hit this club consistently,
jeez,
you're going to be good with pretty much any club.
Wow.
So it's a pretty cool training aid that
100%.
we somehow got in the store.
Yeah.
Don't ask how it got here. I don't know. But in some deal along the way, we picked up this bad boy. It's become my new favorite club in the store.
It will also be my favorite because, let's be quite honest, if you look at a lot of players, right, the most problematic thing is consistency when it comes to striking the ball. So if you can be consistent with this thing, like you said,
for sure,
then you're more than guaranteed to actually improve in your game because you'll be hitting it clean.
100%.
I like that.
You're going to demonstrate for us, Tony? You know, it's Monday morning. I'm feeling a bit stiff.
If I miss the ball,
judgment. It's a very, very difficult club to hit.
Where should I go?
Let's.
Are we coming this side here?
Right over here.
Okay. Sure.
You've got your GC over here.
Right?
There we go.
To just remark that I need to make to the public or to anyone who's actually watching this. Please, I'm not a pro. I'm not an amateur. I'm just Tony. So I'm gonna try my best to hit this small club. I mean, look at the head. Very small. So let's see. Hopefully I'll strike it straight. Let's see. Sure, it's very small. It's the size of the ball.
Wow. Smokes it. Tony, I think that's where you should leave it, because I don't think it's going to get much better than that, to be honest with you.
Wow, but it's so nice, I have to say.
But you can see, if you can hit this wall, you can basically hit anything.
Wow. And you know what? I like this because it shows you your distance. It shows you the direction that your ball is going to be going. And you can actually rectify.
Sure. You know, it actually gives you a lot more than just that. So, you know, when you come here for custom fitting,
yeah,
it gives you a lot more.
Okay.
You know, it gives you your backspin.
Oh, yeah.
It gives you your side spin. When you put dots in it, it will give you your smash factor, your club path, your face to the target. There's so many different factors that you've got to take into account when you're looking to hit a consistent golf shot. And based on this information, we can dial down your spin.
Oh, yeah.
We can make sure that your angle of attack is better based on the lie angle that we've got. So the issue with this club is I don't actually know what club it is. I don't know if it's a 7-iron or an 8-iron or a 6-iron.
Yeah.
So it's tough for me to know what the exact backspin should be, because obviously, you know, when you're hitting a lob wedge, you're going to have a lot more backspin on a lob wedge than a driver.
Yeah.
But pretty much the fact that you've hit it straight,
I thought it was
pretty straight. Well, I wouldn't say it's too big of a fade.
Yeah.
Pretty decent.
Not too bad.
Not too bad, not too bad. I think it's also a very soft shaft. So I think that spin is quite high. I would assume it's 7-iron loft.
Yeah, about 18 degrees. Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure.
No, awesome. But I really like this because, like you said, it gives so much more information that even anyone that leaves this place would know where they stand with their clubs as well.
For sure.
To understand that when I'm in the golf course, I'll be hitting this iron in this manner. This is the distance, this is the carry, this is the spin that I have, which is quite cool.
For sure. I mean, you can, once you leave here, you can be assured that you're playing with the best possible club that you could play with. So the right shaft, the right head, the right grip. I mean, the numbers are going to speak for themselves. Whatever is the most consistent, you know you've got it in your hands. And doing a proper fitting is the only way of really doing it.
100%. No, Ilya, I really like what you have in your store. And like I said, I hope I'm not the only person that's going to be camping here now.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Guys, whoever will be watching this video, this is the place to be. Don't go anywhere else. You've got a coffee shop. You've got friendly people. You've got the best and the latest equipment. You've got the best clothing. So when it comes to swag and golf, they go hand in hand. The only place for you to actually get swagged up is right here at One Golf.
You look good. You feel good. You play good. That's it.
In a world where fairways meet the airwaves, where birdies and banker collide, welcome to the show that takes you beyond the clubhouse and onto the green. This is Balls and Tees, your passport to the golfing universe, where every swing tells a story and every putt has its punchline. Get ready to step onto the lush greens and dive into the world of divots, drives, and delightful banter. The magician.